Hi, I'm Amanda and welcome back to Black History Lessons. For Black History Month, we will be learning all about some great topics and key figures from Black history. In this lesson, we're talking all about the history of braids. Throughout the years, there have been many births of new and innovative hair trends. It can be very hard to keep up sometimes, but one hairstyle that has been around for a long time and is also a staple piece in the history of hair is braids. Lydia Quiros notes that braiding has been weaved into the DNA of Black culture for generations. It has served as a rite of passage for many young Black women. Whilst braiding has gained much more popularity in recent times, it's important to understand that hairstyle has been around for a long time. The history of braids, in fact, dates back to at least 3000 BC. People in Africa have been braiding their hair for centuries. It's believed that braiding started in Africa with the Himba people of Namibia. Another interesting concept to note is Black women have historically used braids for important purposes. Within the Western African societies such as the Wolof, the Mende, Mandingo and Yoruba, braids functioned as a carrier of messages. According to oral tradition, braids have also been a secret messaging system for enslaved people to communicate with one another. Women would use these braids as a map to freedom. The number of braids would indicate how many roads it would take to meet someone to help them escape. It is believed that braiding hair was a way to identify a person's tribe, their age, marital status, wealth, power, and even religion. It's important to understand the cultural concept of braids. Braids are not just a hairstyle, it's a skill and a form of art. There are many people who get their hair braided on a day-to-day basis, whether it's a child braiding their hair to go back to school, or just getting your hair done for a special occasion. There's been an evolution in the original idea for braids. In the late 1900s, braids began to be synonymous with backwardness throughout Western societies. The 1980s saw a rise in straightening and chemical relaxers. Braids and cornrows were now being traded for more European-like hairstyles. Perceptions of hair had gradually changed, and among Black women there is a strong desire to reject the Eurocentric beauty standards forced upon them and a desire to pay homage to their African roots. There's also a shift within mainstream media as more and more Afrocentric features are being praised. In the 90s and early 2000s, more braided hairstyles were seen in mainstream media, with Janet Jackson in Poetic Justice and Brandy in Moesha. And in more recent times, the likes of Lupita Nyong'o and Alicia Keys also solidified the look, proving that you can be a successful artist with braids. Hair braiding has really come full circle. We continue to see a re-emergence of various protective hairstyles such as Bantu knots and Fulani braids. In spite of the history Black people have endured, braids have played an integral part in our society. Black women continue to celebrate their culture and their hair. Be sure to come back for more Black history lessons where we'll be talking about more great topics.